Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to the Culture Show, WPNR 90.7 FM, Utica College Pioneer Radio, the voice of the pioneers. You are listening to Michael and Christina, and you have just entered the Culture Show. Hi.
Hi, Michael.
What's going on?
Well, I must say I do like the new microphone setup. I can hear you as clear as a bell in my ears, and it's pretty nice.
Well, very good, very good.
Pretty nice.
Were you sweating a lot today?
Well, that's every day, regardless of winter, spring, summer, fall.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a sweaty lady.
I know.
With my natural deodorant and polyester fabrics.
I love you anyway.
Were you a sweaty man today?
I was inside most of the day. I didn't do much of anything today.
Was your house cool?
Cool enough. When you stay immobile, it kind of it equalizes a lot. You know, lack of physical activity is a good thing sometimes.
You mean immobile, not mobile.
Immobile. Immobility. I say, yeah, immobile. So, what's going on the local front, Christina, with the local news, art-related, culture-related?
We have a couple things coming up. One, Signature 81 is hosting Dawn Farrar on June 28th from 7 to 9 p.m. It is a series of drawings of seemingly random subjects that I encounter daily, is kind of the tagline of the show. It's called Sketched Out. It's part of Signature 81's Summer Gallery Nights. Again, it's June 28th, so this Saturday from 7 to 9 p.m., featuring artist Dawn Farrar.
Excellent.
Signature 81 will also be joining us later to talk about some other things, but it's doing a lot of great things. I had my show opening that was last Saturday.
It feels like a month ago.
That's crazy.
I know.
Oh, that's so weird.
I know.
Or last Friday.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Anyway, we're having Crystal Maury in from Signature 81. We're going to be talking about her hopes and dreams for the area and her new location that she'll be opening up in Clinton on the 4th of July. So yeah, look forward to talking to her at the 7:30 hour. Trying to be as professional as possible.
At the 7:30 hour.
At the 7:30 hour.
So go see Sketched Out on Saturday at Signature 81. It is posted on our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/thecultureshow. Our profile picture has a stunning photo of Michael and myself.
Yes.
So look for that. The next thing that's coming up is Mark Anthony Polizzi, who is the artist that we had on our show last week. He is one of the founders of Upstate Flux. He is collaborating with a show with Jared Beck, who is a sculpture space artist. They are having a show at the Kirkland Art Center in Clinton. The opening is July 11th. The reception is July 11th from 5 to 7 p.m. So please, if you're in the Clinton area, go check it out. The show title is No More Birds. Jared Beck is a Brooklyn-based artist, and again, he's from Sculpture Space, so I would like to see how they collaborate, how they have their two different styles of works joined together for this show. So this is also on our Facebook page, so click on that, check it out. It looks like a great show. Again, Mark Anthony was our featured artist last week.
Yeah, very awesome. Can't wait to see that.
Yep.
I'm not going to be there for the opening. I'm going to be out of town next weekend.
Oh, are you, sir? Where are you going to be?
I'm going to Chicago. What a hell of a town. Yeah, that's next week.
For Godzilla?
For a Godzilla convention, yes.
You want to talk about your Godzilla
I
convention?
wave my freak flag high.
Woo-hoo.
Actually, my geek flag, to be more...
well, it is called G-Fest, so you can interpret that however you want.
Flag is waving proudly, and I'm taking my son. It's going to be a bonding event.
That's awesome. Very, very cool.
Very happy.
So apparently there's a festival dedicated to Godzilla.
Yeah, whatever.
And you do things like that.
Yeah. What else is going on, Christina?
So, the next opening is actually tonight at the Dev.
Oh, it's open like right now, which is good. If you're in your car, drive it towards the Dev, 41 Devereaux Street, downtown Utica.
Yes. It is showing work from Ithaca-based artist Karen Nelson with live music by Kayla and the Tellers. So it's Karen Nelson with live music. So if you are in the car, like Michael just said, drive down to the Devereaux and go check out an opening. It looks pretty cool, kind of these like abstract watercolory, futuristic-ish things. So that's going on.
Wow, that's a lot going on.
A lot is going on. It kind of seems like it goes in waves. I feel like there's like everything is happening and then like nothing happens. And then everything is happening and then nothing happens.
Yeah.
So the next thing is, to keep bringing it up, it's Upstate Flux's Pocket Exchange. The opening reception is July 24th at 8 p.m. It is at Upstate Flux on Columbia Street. This opening is more or less the presentation of all of the works that all the artists who are participating in will be displayed. So it's a great chance to see what you could potentially get if you submit work. If you're just going to see different artist styles, it's kind of a nice display of this like eclectic group of art that we should be getting.
How much longer can you submit work?
The submission deadline is July 17th.
17th, so you still got a couple of 2.5 weeks.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
I can't wait to see everything up.
Yes. I actually used Michael's picture, if you haven't noticed. You like that?
Yes, yeah. That was from the crit that we have.
Yes.
The Upstate Flux crit that may be happening every month, maybe every other month. And we'll keep everybody informed as to when the next one is going to be, because that's one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
So what else is going on?
So just a side note, you can always check Mohawk Valley Living, the free magazine that comes out monthly, for art openings. They have a few pages dedicated to art openings in the Mohawk Valley. So whether it's in Sharon Springs, Remsen, Utica, whatever, it's a nice little magazine that talks about kind of everything culturally related, in the Mohawk Valley.
Oh,
it had a nice spread about the Tramontine and their kind of love for music and performers and how often they have music happening there, like their open mics on Sunday. But the Pocket Exchange is in there, so if you need something tangible to take home, grab a Mohawk Valley Living magazine and check it out that way too.
That's cool.
Yes.
So. I want to get featured in that.
Ask them.
Yeah.
Just email them.
Yeah.
Maybe a radio show can go in Mohawk Valley Living.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not me personally. I'm talking about the show.
Oh, well,
yeah.
We should try that.
We're promoting them. A little cross-promotion is good.
Hells yeah.
I suppose.
So there's a couple different things happening within the next week. Again, real quick recap. Saturday is the Sketched Out Gallery Night from Signature 81, 7 to 9 p.m. Drawings by Dawn Farrar.
Give the address to the lovely people out there, please.
Signature 81 is located at 9273 Kellogg Road in New Hartford. It's right next to Packy's Pub across the street from the Kids Market. So, again, Sketched Out, drawings by Dawn Farrar. The other thing is No More Birds at the Kirkland Art Center in Clinton. So it's right in the village of Clinton. It has a collaboration show between Mark Anthony Polizzi and Jared Beck, sculpture space artist. The opening is July 11th. The show runs to August 8th. Reception July 11th from 5 to 7 p.m. There is an opening tonight at the Devereaux at 7 p.m. With music by Kayla and the Tellers. Artist is Kara Nelson. She does some abstract-y watercolor work. So that is something you can go to tonight. And then last but not least, the opening for the Pocket Exchange on July 24th at 8 p.m. at Upstate Flux on Columbia Street. So there are a lot of things happening. People go check it out. Go support the arts. Go talk to artists. Learn about the arts in Utica and these pretty cool people that dwell here. And
again, if you don't have a photographic memory or a pen handy, all of the information and links to all of the various events are posted on our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/thecultureshow. Check it out, like the page, share the page, spread the word. We want to talk to as many people as possible to get as many people as possible interested in what's going on.
Yes.
It'll give us stuff to do.
Yes.
And not just beer fest.
No. Yes.
That's at the zoo, right?
Oh, Brewfest?
Brewfest. I'm still a card-carrying foreigner to the area, so...
Yeah.
I don't
know. Get it right, Michael.
Have you been to a Brewfest?
I have been to Brewfest.
I can't even say it without...
I think it's called Brewfest.
Brewfest.
First of all, it supports the zoo, which it needs some support. We need a little TLC.
Yeah, everybody needs TLC, but... I mean, that's kind of a...
You know what we can talk about for a minute?
Go ahead.
If we want to talk about some TLC, is the Munson Williams Proctor Arts Institute eliminating the Great Artist Series. That was something we wanted to tap into a little bit last show.
I think we touched on a little bit with Mark Anthony, but not too much.
So on our Facebook page...
What do you want to talk about?
Well, I want to just preface that on our Facebook page, a week and a half ago, we posted that the Utica OT caught wind of Munson Williams Proctor Arts Institute closing its Great Artist Series, which has been running for 82 years.
Which is the Great Artist Series.
Oh,
it's a collaboration between them and the Stanley, the Stanley Theater, and putting on performances for...
Yes, which typically... They had, if you can remember this year, Chicago, Alvin Ailey. Typically, it was originally for classical music, I think ballet, a little bit more reserved kind of stuff. But with the change of times and everything, they adapted and grew and brought in different kinds of acts. But based off of the article, Tony Spertolozzi, the president of Munson Williams Proctor, did not like the numbers and the attendance and decided that to end the program because the support wasn't there.
To be fair, I guess it was a board decision, not just squarely on his shoulders.
No, right. I mean, it was a month, but I mean, in the article, Tony,
he was quoted
the president,
he was quoted in the article and talking in mentioning the general interest has
declined,
bottomed out. I suppose bottomed out because that's as low as they let it go before cutting the series, and decided, so the push is, instead of doing the Great Artist Series, the museum is deciding to do everything in-house. They have their auditorium and they have the space that they feel would be more adequate to the level of interest, of current interest.
How do you feel about it?
Don't put this on me, Copper. You're the one that brought it up. How do you feel about it? It's a touchy subject, one, because we both work for the museum.
Yes.
Well, we're connected to the museum.
Yes.
And number two, I don't know. It's a difficult ride.
It's definitely it's a
gotta get closer.
It's a double-edged sword. No, I don't want to say it's a double-edged sword. It's definitely a slippery slope in the sense that when the article came out, many people reacted, and many people were upset, and many people were surprised at this.
Yeah.
And when we posted on our Facebook page, people made comments about it as well. And I think a couple different things happened. One, it showed that there is an interest because so many people were upset about it. So my question is there an interest in the Great Artist Series and in the arts, and it's just not as readily exposed and people aren't? Or is it because it's just a way to react and people don't really particularly care about it, but because something left, again, in Utica, you're just upset at that?
Well, it becomes unfortunate in a couple of different ways, in that, everybody could be upset, but where were they when it was open? And
right.
Nobody said anything about it. So you could have an opinion, but if you don't participate, it doesn't really... You got to be in it to win it. You got to...
Well, one comment that I read... I completely understand what you're saying. One comment that I read was on our Facebook page was shame on the museum for closing it. Shame on us for not supporting it.
Yeah.
But if the museum mentioned, hey guys, the Great Artist Series is still not doing as well as we thought. We're going to scale it down, do a trial run for a year. If the support increases, we're going to keep it going. Like, where's the testing? Where's the push? Where's the relationship to the community that wasn't there? It was pretty much that we haven't told anyone that it's struggling, and instead of reaching out and putting a and filling the void, they just severed it.
I guess it became a touch point on just how things are handled up here, as far as what takes precedent and what actually gets worked on, whether or not it's culturally related or what gets funded. It's hard to drum up interest. I mean, I guess that's the biggest thing. It's hard to drum up interest, and how does that happen? How do you turn public sentiment around? How do we foster this?
Right.
I guess everybody's reacting to pulling out and saying, you know what, it's over, may not be the best thing, I guess.
Well, I mean, it kind of goes into the idea that so much of Utica isn't precious, and that so much of, whether it's arts and culture or a restaurant or something, that you never take the time to foster it, and you never take the time to really give anyone in Utica the credit it deserves to, again, reach out to the audience. Like, I mean, I saw Alvin Ailey. I only knew about it because I worked there.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anyone talk about it. I mean, the academy and the dance program, that place should have been filled up, but you didn't know about it until 2 days after. So where does the fault lie? So if you don't know about it, how is anyone supposed to want to go to something that you don't understand the importance of it?
Yeah.
Have a 2-page spread in the OD about where this dance company came from. Why is it so culturally significant? Not even in Utica, but in our country in a global sense. What is the training that these dancers, but you don't know about that. So why would you want to go to something that you don't understand? And
we touched it a little bit, I guess, last week with Mark Anthony and his point of there's not a lot of new energy. It's hard to change how things have been done.
Yeah.
Because that's where I think a lot of people are stuck around here. It's just it's the way it's been done. It's the way it's been done.
Yeah.
That's how things are doing, and to change that mindset, it means that you have to admit stuff isn't working. And that's a bit of pill for a lot of people to swallow, I think.
I concur.
So it is a great loss, and I don't know. What do we do now? See, that's where I was talking with Mark Anthony last week as far as, well, we have the institutions in town. Where is this new energy coming from? And it's coming from the artists. It's coming from
the transplants. The
transplants are the people that are interested in actually seeing things and realizing that we can't sit around for other people to entertain us.
Right.
We have to create the environment that's going to foster our own creativity.
Exactly.
I guess I'm speaking as an artist as well.
Right.
So
I just wanted to touch on that because I knew that was something that we wanted to talk about.
Okay.
That is on our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/thecultureshow. If you have a comment or would like to share your impression.
This is a very quick conversation on something that is, I think, a paramount example of where this town can go and how it is faltering. So please comment. Please give us your views. We don't want to be the only two talking heads on this.
It's a little scary.
It's a little scary. You don't want to be inside this head. We need other people's opinions on things. So please comment. Go to our site. Tell us how you feel. We could gather as many opinions for the next show. We'll read them on the air, and we'll give you guys a voice as well.
Yes, definitely. So to transition into that, we're going to talk about an article that we posted.
Actually, let's not even just forego the article.
We're going to forego the article.
We have our guests here.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if we're talking about doing things, I hate the word grassroots. I just hate it. I don't know why I have such a connotation with it. But if we're talking about,
because you're not a hippie.
Because if we're talking,
you're not a hippie.
Yeah, I guess so. If we're talking about people doing things.
You might look like a Hispanic cleaning lady right now with your bandana and your
what do you mean? What
your
are you talking
facial
about?
hair.
I just have a bandana on. How dare you?
Your little ponytail.
I have.
You should just twist your bandana the other way so the bow is
just to put the bow in front. Yeah, great. Thank you.
That would work nicer.
Yeah, I'm so happy for you.
So we're changing up things a little bit.
So talk about someone who's taking a stand and doing something for the community. Christina's going to introduce our guests.
So we have Crystal Murray here and Christina. I don't know what your last name is. What is it? Thayer? Christine Thayer. I'm so sorry. From Signature 81. Signature 81 is, like we've been promoting, is in New Hartford. They are going to be opening a new location in Clinton. Crystal sent me. Thank you. Crystal sent me her bio mission statement, and it said the goal behind Signature 81 is to give you a fresh new look on being creative. We started in New Hartford, New York in 2013, offering a destination for your artistic side. We fill the store with handcrafted items from growing entrepreneurs, along with cool vintage items we found along our travels. Part of our place is also used for workshops exploring DIY, painting, jewelry, clay, mosaics, drawing, Pinterest-inspired, and more. Since our opening in 2013, we now have 3 locations. The studio on Kellogg Road in New Hartford, the shop in Clinton, and the gallery on College Street in St. Rear. We couldn't have done this without you, and thank you for your help and our support for our creative entrepreneurs. Signature 81 also has founded Destination Create Festival, held every May at the MKJ Farm. So again, welcome Crystal Murray and Christine Thayer.
Yay! Hi, everybody. How you guys doing? Hi.
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Come close into the mic.
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
You can adjust it. Whatever. It's all movable. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go perfect.
Okay.
So, how is the move going into the new place?
Good. We're almost moved in.
Really?
Kind of crazy.
To see the amount of stuff that was in the Kellogg Road stuff, it boggles my imagination that you could box all that stuff in.
Yeah, we pretty much did it in 2 days.
Wow.
Which is kind of crazy. But we have been staying up till about 4 a.m.
A little closer.
4 a.m. and then getting up again at like 9, so no
Jeez.
sleep.
Well, hey, look, you got to do what you got to do.
Absolutely.
So, okay. What was the start of this? What was the idea? Where did it first come from?
Actually, I just have so many friends that do art. And I am not an artist. I can't draw. I can't do pretty much anything unless I'm shown how. So I just have so many friends that are so good at everything, and I just wanted to have a place for them to come make stuff and sell stuff. We don't have enough around here that you can just walk in and, make stuff happen.
Are you from the area?
I am. I grew up in Secoit.
Grew up in Secoit.
Yep.
Secoit. So you've seen this area and...
Yeah. Yeah.
How are you feeling about? What is your competition? Do you even have competition? How do you put How do you put that business plan together?
I don't have a business plan. I literally run by the seat of my pants, and if I see something, I jump on it and just do it.
That's good.
And I kind of ask permission after the fact.
Yeah.
But it's how things have to be done sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I don't think anybody's competition against anybody.
Yeah.
The more you work with other people that do the same things, the more you happen to do.
But again, so you have all these creative friends, and they're making all of this stuff, and it's just sitting around.
Yeah.
How you must have some gumption. I mean, you're the one that's standing up saying, "I got to give you people a voice."
Yeah, I mean, I always do everything the hard way. I always get everything done. I'm like, you can't tell me no on anything. So, and I love my friends. I love the people around this neighborhood. Like, I grew up on Briggerhoff and Utica, and then we moved to Secoit. So I have a little bit of Utica in me that says, I'm going to get this done. So I walk the streets. I talk to as many people as I can. And no matter who, I just tell them how blessed we are to have so many artists in the area.
Yeah.
And just try to push it as much as I can.
Yeah. That's great. That's really great. I mean, the energy in the place is in the other location. I can't wait to see now.
I know, it looks awesome.
I can't wait to see.
I know. I hope
the new place. Yeah,
I hope Christina can come back and have another gallery at the new place. Like, we loved having you there. You're awesome.
You.
So, and we totally encourage everybody, like you. Michael, I still want to have your stuff there, too.
I appreciate that.
No, you don't.
Sure.
You don't.
I don't. What do you mean that? Don't stop that, Christina. Jeez. I appreciate that, and I still have to contact you.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for dust to settle, I'm sure, on your end.
Yeah,
I know you don't have 5 seconds for me right now. So I'm appreciative of that aspect as well. Talk about the area. When we were just talking about the museum, and we were talking about interest in the area. And I saw you in the corner of my eye nodding and agreeing. What's your take on it? Not just specifically the museum's decision to cut the Great Artist Series, but just the appreciation for the arts in general. How do you feel about it?
I'm really disappointed that, we don't have too much to begin with, and parts are taken away. I mean, I went to the sidewalk show today.
Okay, yeah.
And it's really awesome, but it should be triple that amount. We have so many good artists in the area. We should be doing way much more than we are. But at the same time, I kind of have a feeling like how I run my spot is like I need to cater to everybody, not just a certain point of people. It doesn't matter what you're trying to sell, what you're trying to do. You can always find a different way to speak to the older generation, the younger generation, everybody in between with the same thing. So I think maybe that is what the area needs, someone to make that happen.
Why do you think the museum doesn't have the this breadth? I'm trying to say that word correctly. The variety of these different things, because you're saying.
I mean, your store's jam packed.
It could be.
You walk into your place and there's stuff in there.
And you say it could be the sidewalk show could be triple the amount with your local artists. So what do you think is the disconnect? What do you think is happening between this major arts institute and the artists in the area?
Well, I try not to be the one that says, well, this isn't good enough, this isn't. I give everyone a fair shot. Yeah. Of course, I have my favorites, and you have a different, like, painting is different than drawing is different than, everything else. And I really try to make it fresh and don't say no to any ideas. We try every idea once, and believe me, we failed. Yeah. But 90% of the time, you get people out. We just had to pass the dip. Who knew that dip could draw in 20 people? And we had a gallery show the same night. So, I mean, you just think of different things. Like, we're going to have an ice cream social because everybody likes ice cream. They're going to come out and see it. So you might have to blend to try to get that fire going underneath people again.
Sure.
We had it going when I was little. We used to do so much stuff around here, and it kind of died down. So I don't know if the area is just seeing too much of the same thing over and over again.
As far as the museum, you're saying? Maybe,
yeah, maybe they just need to, use the same things that they have, just make it a little more friendly.
I don't think I don't think that we should necessarily target like the museum. I think, and it's not. I think it includes any cultural institution, the Stanley, the museum. Thank you, Michael. There's major institutions in our area that I think could use a little breath of fresh air and a little bit more open-mindedness, and not just we've been doing it like this for the past 30 years. Why is it still not working for us? The article that we were just talking about, they did have, I think, the manager of the Stanley or the chairperson of a Stanley talk about how this is going to be a major impact that the museum is pulling away. Well, this is a great opportunity for them to say, you know what? Let's make it work. How do we install something new? How do maybe we do our own great artist series? How do we, instead of just taking it as a bad thing and that it's over, own it and work it and make it happen and stop, with the mopiness and just like work. With that being said, you do have a new shop opening. Do you want to talk more about that and how you came about, opening the first, well, we kind of talked about that, but how it transitioned into the second one?
Sure. It honestly, it's growing. I don't even know how, because we opened last year, but we just have so much interest in it. So we kind of had to. And honestly, things happen to me. I just happen to be walking by, happen to call, and happen to sign a lease. It just happened. Things happen like that to me. So now we're separating it. So now the New Hartford one is all for galleries, all for classes, and now the other one in Clinton's all for the store. So we don't separate we're only in this place. We're trying to make it more of a community. I mean, we were just laughing the other day. We're like, well, we haven't hit Utica yet. We haven't hit Whitesville yet. Like, every year we want to try and get this more of a community place. Like, just trying to go out and support local artists and also, find some cool
if
stuff
you
to
could
do.
imagine the idea of your store in downtown Utica and the foot traffic and the aesthetic and the visibility that would be there and how, downtown Utica is starting to, like, spark with some kind of, we have a few more restaurants opening up. Mm-hmm. Things are kind of starting to come back, and if it just keeps getting pushed to, consistent walking traffic, like what Clinton has, where you can go to Nola's and then walk to the dessert booth, and that happens there, and you're just a part of that, and that's really special. If that can happen for Utica, it'd be pretty stellar.
Yeah, I'd love to be in Utica.
Yeah.
So what's your but you're touching on it. You want to spread all over the place, but what are your hopes for the area in general? What are your hopes as far as the interest of the arts, the interests of the average Utican who walks around and doesn't think about this stuff? What would be your hope for the future?
There's a lot of stuff that you can do. We bought a house in Utica, and I constantly see kids that don't own crayons, which, they don't have shoes, which is a huge issue, but, they don't have any outlet to be creative, and I would love to have more community involvement that way, and also on, like, the fine arts way, I would love to, sit down with Munson and be like, I have so many ideas I don't have money for, but maybe you could try it, and just try to get the area more involved.
Yep.
My ideas pop at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I write them down, and, we just try to get them all done.
Have you always been a go-getter? Have you always just got up and just done it?
Yeah.
God bless you.
I've had less struggles in my life, so I just make it through, so. I
think the part of the brain that carries that go-get-itness, it occupies the same element of, like, real creativity. Mm-hmm. So your creativity is that, and my creativity is painting, and I can't do any of what you can do. Like, nothing, because it's like an either or. God bless people who can do both. I don't know how that happens.
Yeah, I don't know how that happens.
But, no, you are. How do we get more of you? How do we get more people? Because that's what the area is right now. The area are artists who have to do the things for themselves because there's no infrastructure of anybody taking care of them. Mm-hmm. How do we get more people like you who have this energy, who have this drive and want to get voices heard? How do we multiply you? Can I take a hair sample? DNA?
Can I
clone you? I don't know. How does it happen? What is it?
You know what? One little thing happens and it sparks in 10 more people, and it will happen. It just takes time. I really think that
It's that optimism, too.
Yeah. I don't let anything hold me back. I've had people tell me how terrible my store is, but I've had people tell me they can't live without my store and how much it's changed their lives. So you got to just take the bad and keep on rolling and make it that much better.
That's fantastic. See? A little positivity goes a long way, Christina.
I'm working on it.
I hope you're taking notes.
I'm working on it.
She did do amazing in her show, and I cannot wait to have you back.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate
it. Who hung all your pieces? I forgot who did.
Some Hispanic cleaning lady.
For Pete's sake. Everything would be leaning to the left if you hung it yourself. Oh my God,
I can't hang. Everything, for whatever reason, everything hangs like that. And I'm like, that's straight, right? And he's like, are you? Everything it's just a mess. I can't do it. I just can't. I don't have the patience for it. I don't like installing anything at all.
That's why we need more people like Crystal.
That's, yep. You keep that up. So I know that we don't have enough mics or anything, and we apologize for that. But Christine, who's with Crystal, is an artist, and you kind of happened upon, right, Signature 81. Were you guys friends beforehand?
You want to swing? Yeah, swing it over.
Actually, I found Signature 81 from Maria Valise, who is Retro Sariento. She had posted about a gallery night, and there was happened to be one spot, and I happened to be that lucky person that grabbed it. And I pretty much became the woodwork since. I took opportunity of some open studio time, and me and Crystal just kind of hit it off, and we've been pretty much friends ever since, and it's about been almost a year.
Good for you guys. So that was kind of an organic relationship. It just kind of
happened.
Very cool. And you work on your own stuff. You're a jeweler.
I am. I dabble in a little bit of everything. Right now I'm kind of shifted into kind of finding the new talent, I guess you must say, for Signature 81, because I know so many people in the area that may not know about the great opportunity they can have at Signature 81 as far as getting their work out there and showing themselves, and just having that opportunity, because there's not much in the area
Right. Well, I mean, the way I kind of fell into it was you approached me. I think you were at a Project U meeting, and then I said something about a radio show, and then from there it was like a domino effect of just. So you are definitely out in the community spreading the word.
Absolutely.
I mean,
you're pushing it through. I just found out, because me and Christina have wonderful level of communication, that you, Christine, contacted her about being on the show.
I did.
Up until maybe 45 minutes ago, thought we invited you because I was like, get Crystal on the show. Get Signature 81 on the show after we did Mark.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say, Christina, I just took credit for her hard efforts. I just don't understand why I would.
And I swore that she invited you guys, but I should have realized that. I should have realized that Christina did nothing, and it just happened. Anyway,
it's like 90% of our relationship.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, I'm very happy, however you guys got here, number one. And, yeah, it's a testament how you guys are just pushing through.
Yeah,
you sound very, very demure and to be such a loudmouth. I don't know, I'm not getting maybe I got to get to know you better. I don't know.
Gotta keep it professional.
Gotta keep it professional. Good. But that's fantastic that you, Crystal, have Christine out there doing the legwork. I guess it is.
They call me the bulldog. I don't know.
They call you the bulldog. You have this sweet little voice. They call you the bulldog.
Yeah.
My goodness. I'm not.
So I mean, knowing that you kind of again. You came into Signature 81. It wasn't really, something co-founded or anything like that. But what are your hopes for it, aside from what Crystal's mission is?
Start first with your background. What did you do?
Let's go with your background.
What did you do with your? Well, I'm saying.
I know that makes sense. I know.
And then
all right, Michael, you know
know
better than me.
I want to know more about her as an artiste.
25 years more on me in life. So.
God bless you. Thank you so much for pointing that out. What's your background?
Well, ironically, at 7 years old, when I was always asked what I wanted to do with my life, it was either a doctor or an artist.
I did the same thing. I was a dentist.
Really?
Yeah. Dentist. You realize really fast you don't want to stick your hand in anybody's mouth, but that was so you were a doctor. Okay.
Yeah, so
that's good.
I mean, I work in the medical field. And
you got your scrubs on.
Yeah, I came from work. Sorry.
You do really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, you do.
Yeah.
That's just not a fashion statement. Why do you think she just wears scrubs?
I'm an artist, so this is my normal dress.
I thought that was just a nice. Oh, I'm sorry. So you actually followed through.
Oh no, not quite. But I do work at the local hospital, and I do art. So I guess I kind of got a little bit of both, And Actually, my dream when I got a little bit older was to do exactly what Crystal did. So once I met Crystal, it was kind of like a no-brainer. But how do I help her follow through with what she's doing? So here we are, and it's been about a year later, and we just keep on growing.
When I read the bio, I did not realize that you opened in 2013. The fact that
just opened,
just opened, and that. And for some reason, I thought it was maybe like 2 or 3 years that you guys were open. But the idea that you have been around for a year and you're just skyrocket, is amazing. I can't even imagine what next year this time could bring for you guys.
Just the sheer quantity of stuff in the store and the diversity of different artists to accumulate all of that in a year is kind of impressive. It's kind of impressive. So where do you see the place going? Where do you want to be?
I say sky's the limit.
The sky's the limit.
We're in.
Are you gonna buy Crystal out eventually?
No,
because she's gonna.
Two brains are better than one. You know.
I know her for 5 minutes. She's gonna get bored of this and be on to the next thing. And
we joke about that. We do joke about that.
I know it already. She's that way, and it'll be, and you'll be there to take it. That's perfect.
Hopefully not. Hopefully we'll just keep on growing.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's even better.
It'll just get bigger and better. I mean, the festival. I mean, we really knocked that out of the park, and now Clinton. I mean, we just hope to have more events, create more community. I mean, we have.
Is there anything on the horizon that you're brewing, even though there's nothing formalized, or?
We have the Destination Create Festival.
Could you go back and?
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
We have the Destination Create Festival, which last year was our first year.
Yeah.
And it went really good, although we had, wind, we had rain, everything, but it went really, really well.
Right.
So we already have that in the brew. That's the first week of May next year.
Great.
And then next year, instead of Black Friday, we're doing Barn Friday, which is going to be in November. So you can buy Christmas gifts from all local artists.
Awesome.
Instead of going to the mall, spending way too much.
What's it going to be called?
Barn Friday.
Barn Friday. You're going to be in a barn doing.
Yep.
Gonna rent out
the same place as the festival.
MKJ.
MKJ.
Yep. It's gorgeous up there. They have weddings up there. It's
we just actually he married somebody there, and I DJ'd it.
I officiated a wedding there.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we both DJ'd the event.
So if you need somebody to officiate anything, or
that's us. We're opening up a side business. Actually.
That's awesome.
I have one testimonial that's glaring, so that'll be great.
But no, I mean that's a fantastic idea. I think I mean again with the way Black Friday is this cultural institution, to just kind of monopolize on it. Why not? And that's a fantastic idea. So
yeah, I'm literally open to any ideas. I'm literally open to if you're an artist and you said I want to do this, but you just don't have the money or whatever. We try to do whatever we can. Like literally, we go down to pennies if it means that it will do something for the community. We try to do whatever we can.
Very cool. And the nice thing that your new storefront in Clinton is just like a spitting distance from the MJK Farms. That the connectivity again is just kind of is just there. So very, very cool.
Yeah. And
you want to talk about the giveaway? Are we doing that still?
Do that, sir.
Are we doing that?
Yeah, I am more than fine giving away some gift certificates to the new store.
Gift certificates to the new store.
Yeah.
Valid when? Indefinitely or for? What's the info? I want to give out.
For the month of July.
For the month of July. So there's going to be a grand opening of Signature 81 Clinton location, 17 College Street, July 4th from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. and July 5th from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. That's the Saturday, right? The 5th is Saturday?
It's this Friday and Saturday.
This Friday and Saturday. We are going to have a Facebook giveaway.
Woo!
The first 3 people. 3?
Sure.
The first 3 people.
We planned this. We thought about this all day.
Oh, do me a favor.
I'll post it on Facebook.
No, link their page right now. Link Signature 81 to our page, please. Thank you. Just so it's easy for people to find. Okay, we're linking the page, the Signature 81 Facebook page, onto our Facebook. Website? No, you have a page on Facebook, right?
Yep.
Okay. It's also to get him more likes. I'm trying to do this right. I know. Just do a search for. Oh my heavens to Betsy. Okay. So the first 3 posts on their page that mention the Culture Show. You heard it on the Culture Show. Will get a gift certificate for what?
$25? Is that
$25 gift certificate. My goodness. Seriously?
Yeah.
Man, you're good.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic. So, can I do it? Can you put my name down? Go post there right now. No, I can't. Okay, we're linking their Facebook page on our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/The Culture Show. Their page is linked, Signature 81. Go to their page, like their page. The first 3 to leave a comment or to post on their page will get a $25 gift certificate, good for the month of July. God, that's fantastic. That is really great. So do that. Do it fast. We have 15 minutes. I want to. The offer will be up until 3 people post on their page. But I want to know. I want to name names. So do it. Hurry up. $25 gift certificate. And you guys have gorgeous stuff there.
It's hard to pick.
It's hard to pick. You have a lot of gorgeous stuff. You have a lot of jewelry. You have a lot of mosaic
I just
work.
spelled gift certificate round 1. I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh, the first time you did it? Good for you, Christina. That's fantastic. Okay, hurry up. Put the link up. Come on, man. Do it.
Oh, my God.
The first 3 people who post on Signature 81's Facebook page and mention the Culture Show will get a $25 gift certificate. Come on. Who else around here is giving away $25 worth of anything? That's amazing. Come on, people. This is a businesswoman. This is a woman who knows how to get people in. You got to give a little to get a little. Isn't that it? Christina, do you give a little to get a little? Don't answer that. You're going to incriminate yourself.
All right, it's just posted 2 seconds ago, Michael.
www.facebook.com/The Culture Show. We're cross-pollinating to Signature 81's Facebook page, the Boost page. Like their page. Go to our link. Go to their page. Post and mention us. Say we heard it with those 2 idiots who can't shut up. And go down there this weekend. Go down there July 4th. Go down there this Friday, this Saturday from 10 to 9. That's late hours on 4th of July. And early hours. Everybody's going to be off. Everybody's going to have the morning off. Before you start your barbecue, go to Clinton. Cross fingers, it'll be gorgeous. Walk the square.
It's supposed to be, yeah.
Yeah, walk the square. Go to the store. Buy something, you cheap people.
I think the parade starts at 7.
The parade starts at 7 in the evening. Yeah, so you get there, right after dinner. You walk around a little bit, the parade, see the shop, buy a scarf. You guys got scarves? I don't want to false advertise.
I don't think so. But
I don't want to false advertise. There are no scarves. You didn't hear that here.
It's
don't
cool,
look for scarves.
You always have different stuff.
Don't look for scarves. But there's plenty of stuff there. And go.
Yes.
I'm going to go on Saturday.
I'm actually going to be out of town. I have a wedding, so I will not be there. It's in the Finger Lake somewhere.
Oh, nice.
So yeah.
Is that what you're talking about with the what's with the tubing?
Oh no, that's on Saturday.
Oh, that's on Saturday.
I'm in the parade for Utica on Friday, and then I'm going tubing.
Wait, you're in the what?
I'm in the Utica parade. Let's not even go there.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Okay,
how do I not go there?
I'm in the Utica parade for Pratt MWP because all the local colleges are being represented. So if you want to be in it, you can.
Are you going to hold the banner?
Probably.
Who are you going to be standing next to? Don't say it.
I can't spoil the surprise.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's actually not that bad.
Yeah.
I expected worse.
Well, what do you think?
I don't know.
Return from my brothel?
It's
been a rough night, guys. I gotta take a nap.
No, I'm saying it's
what would I be doing?
It's good that the local colleges are going to have this kind of presence in the
parade.
That's all right.
Yeah, we're handing out paintbrushes.
Well, look at that.
Cool.
That's great. That'll end up.
That's the type of stuff that we need.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
I think I need to be a little bit more open with my life. I feel like I don't talk about too many things.
Well, I'm surprised you didn't want to say that. I'm embarrassed.
Yeah, so that's something that Munson's trying to.
That's something.
Yeah,
well, it's not necessarily Munson.
It's Pratt MWP.
Pratt MWP.
I thought they were.
They're connected, but not connected, but way too connected, but not connected enough. It's confusing. Okay. Yes, it's an odd.
I'll leave that alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like it's. I was gonna make a Sex and the City reference.
No,
and that sounds real. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I tried to break away from. I talk about the Golden Girls a lot on the show. And I tried to break away from
Sex and the City.
I needed something.
Nope.
It's the relationship between Pratt and Munson is like Carrie and Big.
But
and if you know anything about the show, it's pretty much what that is.
Oh my God!
Stop! I'm not saying that I'm proud of it. I watched 3 Men and a Baby last night. If you didn't see that on Netflix, I have issues with just
3 Men and a Baby.
It just happened.
You have a crush on Steve Gutenberg?
No, it's actually Tom Selleck.
No.
His running shorts that I like.
You think Tom Selleck would, but Steve Gutenberg, he's the one because he's got more to prove.
I mean, I don't really go for the short Jewish type, but if I was, yes,
he's not
it would.
Short.
Well, compared to Tom Selleck, yes. So, anyways,
My goodness.
so if you had to leave on a note, what would it be? What would you say to the Utica land?
Yes, talk to the people out there.
Utica land?
Utica land.
If you want to be creative and you don't know how, find a way how. And if you are creative, find a way to get your stuff out there. Find a way. Everybody's got to push themselves to be who you want to be.
And if you feel a little lost along the artistic path in Utica, there are a lot of great venues to reach out to, like Signature 81, like Upstate Flux, like Project U. There are things that are happening. They work independently, they work collaboratively, and they're all doing enough that is slightly different, that it has a unique flair. But again, there's that mutual respect for the creative energy. So find your niche, find who you can work with and who you can have an artistic outlet with.
Yeah, absolutely. I love Mark Anthony. I love Steve. We all we should do this, we should do that. It just works well when you work together.
Definitely. Definitely. And Miss Christine, I know we're passing the mic back and forth, but if you had a kind of...
I would probably say the same. I mean, I've been pretty much involved with both. I was really excited. Hopefully I can get my stuff together because we have the windows with the Project U down in downtown Utica. And then Upstate Flux is doing their thing, which is awesome, with their pocket exchange.
Are you participating in that?
I'm not. I have so much going on between Signature 81 and still my deadline for my window was supposed to be May 1st, and it's now we're into July, right? So, I mean, I'm kind of behind the ball, and I'm glad that, Steve hasn't gotten on my case about that, so he's been really awesome, along with Kathy Marsh, who runs the building that I am going to be in. So, I mean, we have a lot going on between the windows, Upstate Flux's, pocket exchange, and our grand opening in Clinton. So, I mean, there's a lot to do and a lot to see in the area, so
definitely
get out and see it. And today's the last day for Munson's sidewalk show, so I mean,
today's the last day for the sidewalk show.
Today's the last day, and I missed it.
I did
once
not
again,
know that.
Yeah.
I work there and I didn't see it, so it happens. Things happen, life happens, so that is okay. So again, go to Signature 81's grand opening for their new location at 17 College Street, Clinton, New York. Again, the opening is Friday, July 4th from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., and then Saturday, July 5th from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Make sure you check out their Facebook page. Make sure you go on their website at signature81.com. See what's going on. Sign up for a class. Go talk to Crystal, Christine. Try to find your niche in the arts and crafts world of Utica, and support local arts and the artists.
And I want to give another mention of the giveaway that we have going on for Signature 81. Go to our Facebook page, go to their Facebook page, Signature 81, our page, www.facebook.com/The Culture Show. There's a link there. The first 3 people who post on their Facebook page gets a $25 gift certificate if you mention The Culture Show, if you mention that you heard about it on The Culture Show. $25 gift certificate.
And you can pick up that gift certificate at your new location.
Yes. I'm assuming that everybody's name will be correct on their Facebook page.
You need to show your social security card and your driver's license to pick it up.
Whoever posts will have their name there, and Crystal and or Christine will have that information at the counter. And I'm jealous I can't get it one.
This is true.
That's all right, though. I'd rather give them money. So I'd rather support.
So. That's all she wrote, man, unless you guys have anything else to say.
I'm good. I love just what you guys do, and thank you for having me.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. We
Make
love.
me blush.
We love. What happened?
I was going to say makes me blush, and then
Oh.
you made me feel small and little and punitive.
I make double takes when you have human emotion. That's all. Thank you for coming. Thank you for inviting yourself. Thank you, Christina, for attempting.
I didn't even know I was coming on.
You
By the way.
When did you know?
She told me, the day after. She's like, oh, by the way, you're on the radio. Like, okay.
That's great. Well, I guess she knows she can't stop you. I mean, she can't confuse you with anything. You're just going to go through it anyway.
Yeah, you take what, is thrown at you.
Well, that's good. See,
do it.
that's why you guys work. That's where you guys work. WPNR Radio, 90.7 FM, Utica College Pioneer Radio, the voice of the pioneers. This is the Culture Show. My name is Michael. My friend's name is Christina. We'd like to thank Crystal Murray and Christine Thayer. Christine Thayer.
We're so sorry.
It's not written down.
I know.
We'd like to thank them. We'd like to thank their work at Signature 81. We wish them years of prosperity and success in the area, especially since I would like to have some of my stuff in there as well. So if you could make them succeed by buying some of my stuff, listen, I'm not going to say no. I think that'll be fantastic. So that's it. What are we doing next week?
Next week, we will be talking about a few articles that we didn't talk about today.
Next week's the second Wednesday of the month. And we're gonna
that means absolutely nothing.
We're going to have our artist...
The second Wednesday of the month is...
We're going to have our artist spotlight. Second Wednesday of the month. Don't make that face. Just say okay.
Okay. I came up with that idea.
No, you did come up with that. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're right. We're going to do Christina's idea of spotlighting an artist, where we'll have imagery and links of information for the contemporary artist online, and we're going to talk about them, and we're going to try to spread, give people knowledge and exposure to artists that they may not have known before. So that's going to be Artist Spotlight for next week.
Okay, I like that. Second Wednesdays of every month.
Second Wednesday of every month. Why not? Why not? Because this is second Wednesday.
Yeah,
I wanted to do the first Wednesday, but this is the first Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You see how it works out logistically?
Yep. All right. So again, Signature 81 grand opening. Check out our Facebook page for the gift certificate giveaway. So make it happen. You guys got over 700 likes today. That happened. So congratulations.
Wow, that's
big
fantastic.
things are happening.
Good.
That's actually. I mean, we need some help in that department.
Yeah. It's happening. It's happening.
So, very cool. All right, you guys, we wish you the best of luck,
Thank you.
We hopefully will have you on shortly with some new updates and openings and things like that. So
And new mentions.
Over and out there, partner.
Thank you, guys. Thank you,
Thank
Christina. And everybody have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.